Hello Taurus, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and I'm here to give you your What's the Tea Tarot reading for the week of April 14th, 2024. I'll begin by drawing 3 cards from the What's the Tea Oracle deck. I will then clarify each of those cards with 2 tarot cards and use the remainder of the deck in order to further clarify and give you more comprehensive and deeper meaning to the messages I receive, and that'll hopefully help you prepare for the week ahead. Now, please remember, this is a collective general reading, and that means that not every message today will resonate with you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. It just means that it's a message for another Taurus. My hope, though, is that we can actually hop onto your timeline today and give you some information for the week ahead. Now, if I recall, last week your reading was all about healing and walking away. That's for those of you whose timeline I was on. Your cards for last week were Thief, Reflecting, and Boss Daddy, and we'll see if any of those cards or any of those messages are still is still affecting your reading this week. So let's see. Let's hop onto your timeline now. For the collective Taurus, tapping into the Taurus collective for the week of April 14th, 2024. What do they need to know about? What do they, well, talking crap popped out. We're going to keep that. What do they need to know about? What do they not see coming? What do they need to prepare for? 2 more cards, please, for the Taurus collective. We'll do 1 more shuffle here, please, and thank you. So the first card that came out was Talking Crap. Sorry about that. Your second card, a Love Triangle. So something having to do with third parties, multiple lovers, or possibly even having choices in love. And then we have Impersonator. You or someone wants to look like someone else, act like someone else, etc. Bottom of the deck, we have Carless. So I always interpret this card as financial issues, but you could have a breakdown of any type of electronic vehicle or maybe just some type of financial loss this week. There's a girl fight. I interpret this as being some type of argument. Please don't allow genders to cloud your judgment. When it comes to readings, this could be 2 males, 2 females, male, female. You get the drift. And then Creeping, you or someone else is kind of stalking one another. So let's see what Tarot has for us. Let's begin to clarify. Talking Crap for the Taurus collective for the week of April 14th, 2024. Please give me 2 cards from the top of the deck for Talking Crap. What is this card all about? 1 more shuffle here. Okay. Please and thank you. All right. 2 cards came out. We're going to take them. The first card is the 7 of Swords in the upright. 7 of Swords in the upright talks about betrayal, deception, someone trying to get away with something. And then we have 3 of Pentacles here in the upright. This is all about teamwork. Kind of, that's like my teamwork makes the dream work card. However, I'm now noticing the 3s here with that love triangle and the 3 of Pentacles. So we'll definitely see what that's all about for you. For the Taurus collective for the week of April 14th, 2024, please give me 2 cards for Love Triangle. 2 cards for Love Triangle. We're going to do 1 more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Love Triangle is clarified by Death in reverse, as well as the Magician in reverse. Okay. Impersonator, tapping into the Taurus collective for the week of April 14th, 2024. What do you have for us for Impersonator? Please clarify Impersonator. 1 more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Impersonator is clarified by the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Star card in the upright. Okay. Bottom of the deck for overall for the week, you have the Wheel of Fortune and Bad Luck, which could be some kind of nod to you, letting you know there's some negative external force affecting you in the week ahead. Something that is out of your control and is fated to happen, but you may look at it as it being bad luck. We also have 5 of Cups in the reverse. This is a card of accepting loss, accepting grief, and moving on. And then underneath that, we have 10 of Burdens. So almost looks like you're looking at something or someone as being a missed opportunity or something terrible that has happened, but you're willing to kind of accept it and move on and drop the burdens, the responsibilities that came with that person, place, or thing. So let's start clarifying this more for you. For the Taurus collective for this week, Talking Crap, please clarify the 7 of Swords in the upright. And again, 7 of Swords in the upright talks about betrayal, deception, someone trying to be stealth. It could be a card of strategy depending on what clarifying cards come out now. or someone trying to get away with something. In the card, there's an individual trying to walk off with 4 swords, leaving behind them 3, almost like not wanting to be caught, kind of stealing or taking those 4 swords. So let's clarify this further. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. That's what wanted to come out, so that's what we're going to take. So the 7 of Swords in the reverse is going to be clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. That would be you, Taurus, someone who's feeling that there's an imbalance in a situation. Then we have 2 of Swords in the upright. This is pushing or forcing you into making some sort of decision this week. And the 9 of Wands in the reverse. This is my Wounded Warrior card. In the upright, this is someone who wants to set clear boundaries. They're willing to have the courage to persevere. In the reverse, though, this individual is very on edge, very defensive, almost on the brink of paranoia. So I'm starting to get the feeling here that you're going to hear something with the talking crap, or someone is talking crap to you, maybe lies, and you're kind of catching on to this, realizing there's some type of deception here. It's going to shift you into a mood of imbalance, force you into making a decision because you're going to feel so defensive about it. This could be regarding work. So this could be regarding, your professional, personal, or romantic life. So let's see. 3 of Pentacles for the collective Taurus for this week. What is this all about? 3 of Pentacles card talks about collaborating, teamwork. The card depicts 3 people standing under an archway, 1 on one side, 2 on the other, and willing to come together and work together for a greater cause. So what is this 3 of Pentacles all about? Let's get one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 3 of Pentacles in the upright is clarified by Temperance in reverse. Temperance in the upright is all about moderation, balance, practicality, purpose, meaning. And in the reverse, again, we're seeing this imbalance, this lack of long-term vision. The next clarifier for this is the King of Wands in the upright, and then 2 of Pentacles. So let me see, bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands in reverse to the 9 of Pentacles in the upright to the Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I'm going to try to break this down for you, whether it's professional or then versus, personal / romantic. For those of you in a work setting, like if this is regarding your career or your job, regarding your finances. And I think this is a carryover from last week, where your first card last week was Thief, that you were about to find out last week that there was some type of theft, right? You're going to feel some sort of emotional loss or physical financial loss. That may be carrying over now to this week here, because your reading last week was about finding out and then trying to walk away from the situation. So I do believe this is a carryover for those of you whose timeline I'm on right now. So if this is a job situation regarding, again, your finances, professional life, I see you here this week feeling very imbalanced, feeling very unbalanced and lacking security, because the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is very secure regarding her finances. Her or him, please, it's a general reading. So if I say her, it's simply because I'm recognizing the individual that's depicted on the card, but because it's a general reading, this could certainly be a King of Pentacles. Either way, I see this as you, Pentacles being earth signs, resonating with earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this week I see you as feeling financially insecure, having an imbalance in your home life, in your work life, possibly even an imbalance just in your work life commitment. So maybe having to give too much to one or the other this week. And that puts you at a crossroads. And it puts you at a crossroads because you're feeling very defensive about something, some type of betrayal, deception, someone trying to get away with something is coming to your attention. This person actually could even be lying to you, talking crap, and it's something you're seeing through, and it automatically puts you on edge and defensive, and again pushes you into making a decision. This is an individual that you have worked with on some project at work. They could be on your project team, within your department, could even be a higher up, but definitely someone you have collaborated with on the work front. The individual could be an air sign or have a lot of air in their chart, or just be resonating as the King of Wands for this week. Could be a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this individual that you work with is imbalanced, and their imbalance is causing you to be imbalanced and kind of forcing you now to try to come up with a way to juggle either this work issue or this home life imbalance, or how to prioritize this new disruption that has happened at work. Like, how can you prioritize that? How can you come up with the time management, right? Time management to be able to balance and adapt to this new situation that kind of just came out of the blue. So this could be something as simple as a coworker or someone on a project team. Again, this like King of Wands, Queen of Wands kind of person quitting on you, feeling imbalanced for whatever reason, and walking away and kind of leaving you holding the bag, figuring out, well, what the hell, now what am I going to do, right? I don't have the time to do this by myself, and kind of leaving you at a crossroads and feeling very defensive, almost like this isn't fair that this happened to me. So, and again, like a feeling of betrayal. I can't believe this person walked off the project or canceled the contract, after I did all this work. So if it's work related, that's where we're going with that, with the reading. If this has to do with a personal or romantic relationship, like maybe a personal relationship you have with a friend or a family member, this week you're going to feel, I have no other way to say, you're going to feel a bit screwed by this individual. You're going to feel that they did something to betray your trust, to deceive whatever trust or loyalty you had in them. This person was behaving in a sneaky way, trying to get away with something, and you caught on to it, right? You caught on to that they were not talking the truth. They were actually talking crap. That leaves you highly defensive, throws you off balance as the Queen of Pentacles, and again, forces you into having to make a decision. Now, I don't know what your decision will be, and that'll be different for all of you, whether you end the friendship, walk out on the relationship, take a time out, whatever that is for you. But this is some act of betrayal in a relationship that's going to force you to be defensive and force you to make a decision. This individual is someone you've worked with. So by worked with in a personal or romantic relationship, again, could be a family member, could be a partner, a lover, but it's someone that, again, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just someone who's very maybe attractive looking, if that's another way for you to kind of describe who this person is. King or Queen of Wands, they're very attractive, they take care of themselves, they look good, smell good. So this kind of person is someone you thought you were working with on a relationship of some sort, again, whether it's family, friendship, or romantic, and this person does something to create an imbalance in their relationship with you that forces you, it's almost like this person is juggling you with something or someone else. And that's the realization you have this week, and again, kind of forced to make a decision about what to do with this person, or if it's a job, with the project, with that situation. Next column we have is Love Triangle. Love Triangle has the Death card in reverse. Death card in reverse. I'm sorry. Let me go back to the other column. For those of you where it's a home life situation where you're living with the family member, or maybe it's a roommate, or it's a spouse, this could possibly lead to a really big break. The Four of Wands card is the home card. Some people call it the marriage card or the celebratory card. I call it the celebration at home. It's where everything is great at home, whether you live alone or you live with other people. It's for me, it's like another card of victory, similar to the Six of Wands card. Yours is in the reverse. For those of you who are living with this individual, this is either some type of chaos in the home or a breakdown of communication with this person. If you're married to them, this is a card that denotes that there's some upcoming separation, possibly even divorce. For those of you that are partnered, this could lead you to becoming single. The Queen of Pentacles is typically married to a King of Pentacles. And this is like what you don't see at the bottom of the deck, is that this situation, if it's marriage related, forces you to kind of go out on your own and go from being coupled to being singled, and sort of taking your cup of love and going elsewhere because it's in the reverse. If it's a work situation, again, imbalance, breakdown in communication might force you to go out on your own, like find another job, something like that. And again, take that passion, that love with the Page of Cups that you had for the project, for the job, and take it elsewhere with you. Now let me get to back to the love triangle here. So for love triangle, we had death in the reverse. Death in the reverse is someone or something that is resistant to change. They're unable to move on. The death card in the upright or the reverse for me does denote an ending. But in the reverse, it's someone who's resisting the ending. Now I will say, it is my belief as a reader and someone who has loved tarot for many, many years. I'm going to put the Six of Pentacles card back because I have not set my intention, so that wouldn't be fair to you. But we'll just remember that that came out. So for me as a reader, I was saying all of the major arcana cards I always felt were the divine intervention cards. These were inevitable fate things to happen, whether they're good or bad. It's just, there's just no way to stop it. Like, for the first column, this person's meant to be in balance and you're meant to become in balance because that's the universe's way of forcing you into making a decision that's in your best interest. So that's always how I've looked at the major arcanas. We can delay them, but they're inevitable. We can prepare for their coming and we can prepare for their aftermath, but I've never believed that you can change inevitable fate. It is what it is. So I always look at major arcanas as being from the divine and the minor arcana cards actually being us, right, in our beautiful meat suits, deciding how to behave or how to react or what to do. So that'll give you an idea of how I read cards as a reader. So death in the reverse, for me, again, this is inevitable fate, something that has to happen, something has to come to an end. But in the reverse, someone here is resisting the change, unable to move on from the change. The change is still going to happen, though, because the card is here. So what is this all about? For the Taurus Collective for this week, please clarify death in reverse. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Death in reverse is clarified by Three of Cups. We've got a lot of threes here, or a lot of numbers that reduce to three. So for me, this is clarifying that love triangle kind of third party energy that we have here. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords, followed by the Devil. All right, let's clarify the Magician. The Magician also is a major arcana card. It is in the reverse here. Magician in the upright is a brilliant individual. They have a lot of skills and resources, and they use those skills and resources for good, to manifest good things for themselves, to wield power for themselves in a very action-orientated way, and also to help others around them. But in the reverse, it's someone who uses that same skill set and those same powers for manipulative purposes. Thank you, Mercury retrograde, for that one. So why the Magician in the reverse for the Taurus Collective? How does that pertain to the love triangle card? Please further clarify. I'm going to do one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Magician in reverse is clarified by the Seven of Wands in the upright. That is someone who's feeling like they're put in competition. And the Lovers in reverse. I'm going to get a third card on this. Three of Wands. See, again, we keep seeing that repetitive motion of three. Bottom of the deck for this, we have the Four of Pentacles in the upright, the Knight of Wands, and a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Right behind that is the Two of Cups. So I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be really hard for me to read this as a job situation, but I'm going to do my best for those of you who are not in a relationship, because the readings are important to you also. So let me do job first here. For those of you where this reading, this particular column is, solely for your professional life, there's again, very similar to the first column here, where you have a lot of celebration, people coming together, maybe celebrating the completion of a project or a promotion that you or maybe someone else you're close with at work, like a colleague, had. This is like a very celebratory time. And while you're celebrating all the, this great achievement, you have this air sign rushing in. Air sign could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So could be, could be someone now rushing into you to give you some bad news, give you some type of just bad news. The only way that I could read that, like something has happened to kind of put a nix in the celebration of what was happening. That's the only way that I could read this. And then what is that nix, right? What is that like bad thing? Someone has manipulated a situation and has put people in a challenging position or a competitive position, and now you are forced to make a choice if you want to continue at the company or look ahead and expand your horizon or like expand your enterprise elsewhere. So very similar to the first reading, except for the middle column, in terms of it being like a professional setting, you're actually rejoicing in something great that happened. Again, project completion, acquired a new client. This could be a celebratory thing because like maybe someone's retiring, could be like a retirement party, something like that. And then like boom, there's this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that comes in with this rush of bad news that something's happened, someone's manipulated the situation. Almost like there's no, it's kind of like the Debbie Downer of the party, kind of crashing in on the party, and it makes everyone feel very like competitive, and now there's choices to be made on like, what do we do next? If this is a personal or romantic situation, you or someone else that you are in a relationship with, and it could be, I'm gonna stick with personal. You know, if it's a personal or romantic situation, this is definitely a situation where 3 is a crowd. So whether this is a roommate living environment or you're living at home like with your parents, again, roommates, parents, or a spouse, anything like that, romantic partner, this is a situation this week where the love triangle, if you didn't know about it before, you're going to find out about it this week. Because the Knight of Swords, again, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is charging forward to continue the third party situation. And I believe this becomes revealed to you this week, and I'll tell you why when I get to that second thing. But this person re-engages in that type of toxic behavior. Basically, you can see the air sign on the horse charging forward into doing this yet again, being unable to move on from being this way, from engaging in this triangle, resisting to change, not wanting to leave you, not wanting to leave the other person, and taking their toxicity. That's how you're viewing it. Cross watcher, I'm not saying that's how I view it. That's how this person is viewing it. That's how the Taurus is viewing it. That you're this person's taking their toxicity and running back to old bad habits. Again, with the air sign, we have the Magician ruled by Mercury that rules Gemini. So for me, it's kind of added clarification that there's a Gemini involved here in the mix somehow. And this person is again, using all their resources to manipulate the situation. And I believe this is, again, putting you in this very challenging, competitive nature, not knowing what to do. There's a disharmony in what you felt was a connection with the individual, partner, husband, wife, whomever. There's an imbalance. You feel there's a misalignment in values. This is not something you would do. It's not the way you would behave. And now you start planning for the future. 2 of Wands talks about thinking about the future. The person's on the balcony with a globe in their hand, and they're kind of leaving a rod behind, leaving a wand behind, only holding on to one wand and thinking about the future. In the 3 of Wands, this person's now, the plan's already it's now coming into being put into motion, basically. And this is a card of waiting for your ships to come in, now really looking into the future, because there's movement. This now becomes, the 2 of Wands is the decision, and the 3 of Wands is now the movement on whatever that decision is. I hope I was able to clarify that well for you. In the next one, yeah, and then on the bottom of the deck, for me, it's extra clarification that someone, possibly, if it's not an air sign, they could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, is holding on to and running towards an air sign, running towards who they perceive to be a queen or king of swords in reverse, someone who's maybe a little off balance this week because of whatever this is going on. To be quite honest with you, it looks like you discover a third party situation, and your person, well, you make the decision to leave them, your person then runs on to the other person. That's honestly the best way that I can, and that they're looking at them, you know, for some kind of love, for some kind of union. So I'm sorry for those of you that that's happening too, if that's your timeline. Impersonator. Tapping into the Taurus collective for the week of April 14th, 2024. Please clarify impersonator. Now, impersonator, we had the first clarifier as being a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be someone who feels lonely, could be feeling some financial loss, someone who made an offer to someone else and now it's a lost opportunity. The pentacle never grew. The restart never happened. I'm going to take this as you, Taurus, because again, pentacles are earth energy. So that's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So I see you this week regarding whatever situation this is, professional, personal, or romantic, of you feeling like there's some type of financial loss, financial failure here. You really try to make a go of this project, a go of this job, a go of this client, a go of this friendship or relationship, and it just ended up being a huge disappointment for you. Please further clarify the Page of Pentacles in reverse as it pertains to the impersonator card for the Taurus collective. We're going to do one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Page of Pentacles in the reverse is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You're feeling like this was inevitable. It was out of your control. It is. It's a major arcana card. This was something destined and fated to happen, even though you're looking at it like, crap, this is really bad luck. I didn't want this to happen. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It's going to affect your money somehow, whether this was professional, personal, or a romantic relationship. This is somehow, this card, it doesn't only mean that it can affect you financially in a negative way. This could also be you feeling as if you overinvested in a project and a job. Maybe like, oh God, I put so many hours in and it never became the Ten of Pentacles in the upper. Like I lost so much time, right? Because time is money. So time, you know, time is pentacles. And if it's any other kind of relationship, personal, family, friendship, romantic, again, it's like, wow, I really like wasted all that time or wasted that money on this. I can't believe that this is how it ends up. High Priestess in reverse. Again, a major arcana card, kind of like the divine saying to you, but I think this is more like you feeling this, like, I can't believe that this other individual or situation had a hidden agenda. I failed to listen to my inner voice. Because the High Priestess in reverse is someone who's very in touch with their intuition. And they listen to the inner voice and they make decisions, intuition over head over heart. And this is you again, kind of like a kick to the teeth to yourself, going like, I can't believe I should have known. This is the I should have seen the red flags card, basically, when it's in the reverse. The good thing is we're ending off the week with hope. I like the Star card in the upright for you. It's someone who is looking for inspiration to move on. Someone who is looking for hope that something can get better. It's also a card of healing. So how does this pertain to impersonator? One more shuffle here. All right, I'm being told to do one more. Please and thank you. Star in the upright is clarified by Justice. Wow, two major arcanas there back to back. Three major arcanas, the Hangman. So, even though bottom of the deck for this column we have Nine of Swords to the Page of Swords in reverse to the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So, okay, Taurus, for those of you whose timeline I'm on, and this is kind of resonating very similar to Aries, so if you're dealing with an Aries, I suggest you check out that reading. So theirs was pretty hard also. And this is going to be very common, so it's not like Tarot's not targeting you, Taurus, or targeting Aries or anything like that. We are in a very dynamic and at times often unstable astrological period right now, We had a full moon lunar eclipse at 5% Libra on March 25th. Then on April 1st, we entered Mercury retrograde. That'll last until April 25th. Just, you know, the other day we had the solar eclipse in a new moon in Aries. It's a lot. And even if you don't believe in all of that, it still affects you. It still affects you. So, so the only other way that I could read this is this terrible situation for you that you invested in or reinvested in, either time, money, love, whatever, is coming to an end with the Wheel of Fortune card. You feel like this was out of your control, like you did the best you can do, not your fault. This person, place, or thing kind of screwed you over. You do feel like you overinvested, and that there was either a hidden agenda here. You feel that maybe another individual or situation had some type of hidden agenda, because again, right, betrayal, if someone's betraying you, they're not being upfront and honest. And you're also feeling as if you didn't listen to your intuition like you should have. You should have known better. And I think that's why all of this is falling under the impersonator card, because the situation was not real. The situation you believed in, the job, the customer, the project, the person, the relationship, the marriage, whatever it is, it was not real. It was impersonating realness. And for a lot of you, for those of you who I'm on the timeline here for, you realize it was just, it wasn't the real thing. It was a fake. It was an impersonator. You end off the week, Taurus, regarding the situation, for those of you who timeline I'm on, with a lot of hope for a future. And we see that with your future planning. This is solo, future planning by yourself. Healing through the situation. Finally calling justice. The divine is here. These are all major arcana cards. Again, inevitable fate for those of you on this timeline. You will heal. There will be justice. The truth will come out. There is a cause and effect to the betrayal that you received, and you will experience a moment of enlightenment. The Hangman hangs upside down in a different perspective, right? You got to hang in a different perspective, mentally speaking. I'm not saying to hang upside down like a bat. Mentally speaking, you got to hang upside down and realize this wasn't at all what it was supposed to be, right? And it's not my fault. That's what's coming to me right now to say to you. So if this is your timeline and this happens to you this week, I want you to remember that phrase that I just picked up on. It's not my fault. Should you have listened to your intuition? Yes. But it was inevitable fate for this to happen. This was a toxic job environment, toxic employee, toxic coworker, toxic friend, family member, romantic partner, lover, husband, wife, whomever. And you could not affect this toxicity. It wasn't for you to remove. It wasn't for you to deal with. Now the universe will push you to leave. It will push you to leave. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. This is kind of, again, going to make you feel a bit isolated. This is a self-imposed imprisonment. I'm going to take this as an advice card for you to not do this. Do not lock yourself in a mental tower of reliving this experience or this person over and over again. Page of Swords in reverse, I think you realize this person was all talk, no action, and you end up actually blocking them. This is a blocked communication. So no, you're going to cut off communication to this person. And the King of Pentacles, again, I feel this is you resonating, Queen or King, just kind of feeling, because King of Pentacles moves very slowly. Most reliable knight out of all 4. Sorry to the other 3 knights, but it's the truth. Every tarot reader knows that. They carry with them the Ace of Pentacles. Same pentacle that the Page of Pentacles carries, right? And so in the upright, it's moving really slow, and in the reverse, it's stopped. This is just what you don't see coming. You're going to be up in your head. You're going to block communication with this individual, and whatever the situation is for you, you're bringing it to a halt. You're bringing it to a stop. Yeah. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Like, you're done with the confusion. You're done with being kept in the dark. You're done with the chaos and holding on to past resentment. I that you're going to definitely have to work on and heal. Don't carry this into the future. But again, another major arcana card. This is judgment. So you do have Archangel Michael there right beside you through this very difficult week, if that, or situation. This could span out for a couple of weeks now. It doesn't mean this will all be, you know, over and done with. But the start of this will begin this week for those of you whose timeline I am on. If you believe that this reading will help you deal with this in the week ahead and at least give you a heads up so you know it's coming. I have a feeling, again, this goes back to last week. You were already reflecting on this. So I think you've seen this coming like Aries for quite some time. So if this resonates with you, please click the thumbs up button to see more of my free videos. Please subscribe to my channel. It'll help incorporate your energy into my future readings. And until I read for you again, Taurus, I am sending you light, love, and peace.